Welcome back, dear friends, to the First Confident Parrot. Here, we believe that every story helps us grow, not only in language skills, but in understanding life itself. Our channel is all about sharing meaningful tales that teach valuable lessons, making learning both fun and exciting, especially for our young learners and curious minds. In our last story, we discovered an important lesson from the speedy hare and the slow but steady tortoise. Today, we have another timeless tale to share, one that teaches us something just as special. Get ready to meet a clever fox who finds himself in a rather tricky situation. Let's begin the story of the fox and the grapes. Once upon a time, in a bright and sunny forest, there lived a sly fox named Felix. Felix was known far and wide for his quick thinking and clever tricks. He loved to show others how smart he was. But Felix had a small weakness. Whenever he couldn't achieve something, instead of admitting defeat, he would make excuses to protect his pride. One beautiful morning, Felix was strolling through the forest when something caught his eye. Hanging from a vine high above him was a magnificent bunch of grapes. They were plump and purple, glistening in the sunlight. They looked sweet, juicy, and absolutely delicious. Felix's mouth began to water. "Oh, how I would love to taste those grapes," he whispered. He noticed they were hanging high on a wall, but Felix was confident. "No problem," he said proudly. "I can jump high enough to reach them." He stepped back, took a deep breath, and ran forward. With all his strength, he leapt into the air. But he fell short. The grapes swayed gently in the breeze, still far above him. Felix tried again and again. He jumped higher each time, twisting and stretching with all his might. But no matter how hard he tried, he simply couldn't reach them. Soon he felt tired, his legs ached, his pride felt bruised. "Why can't I get those grapes?" he muttered, panting. At last, Felix sat down beneath the wall and stared up at the grapes. They looked even more tempting than before. He thought for a long moment. Then, suddenly, his expression changed. "Well," he said with a shrug, "maybe those grapes aren't worth all this trouble. I bet they're sour anyway. Yes, that must be it. They're probably nasty and bitter." He stood up, trying to look confident. "I wouldn't want those grapes even if I could reach them." But deep inside, Felix knew the truth. He was disappointed. As he walked away, he couldn't resist